Okay, now earlier, Dad, you said that your views on marriage were sort of based off kind of what your parents went through, and you said that your parents' marriage was different than um, mom's, their marriage. So, would you say that you two had similar values or different values, and are they important in deciding how if you're going to marry someone? Maybe is it important that you have the similar values?
Well, our families both had very similar values. The marriages were a little bit different. It's only because the people were different. But I think it's important. I think, marriage is tough. It makes it easier when you grow up with similar values. You can kind of navigate through the easy times better. You can see your way through the difficult times, looking at things with the same value system. The fact that you don't have conflicting values, I think, is just very helpful.
Okay, and would you say that money is important in a marriage?
Well, if you don't have it, I guess it's important. It's certainly not the most important, but you need money to be able to raise a family and to provide for a family. So in that respect, it's important. It's not what you build a marriage on. I don't think it's what we built our marriage on at all.
No, but you have to view it the same way, and you have to know that there is a practicality of marriage. Marriage isn't just love, it's a lifestyle, it's a commitment.
And how you use your money, to raise your family and do things, you have to have similar, values when it comes to that. And, your mother and I definitely do. We make things work with what we have. And we've gone through good times, when there is money. We've gone through bad times when there isn't money. And nothing has changed during it. Our love for each other hasn't changed. Our lifestyle doesn't change, whether there is or there isn't money.
So money is just really important in the aspect of it doesn't sustain a marriage, but it helps keep
It's
the
one less
lifestyle.
thing to worry about.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
If
is.
you have to worry about where your next meal is coming from,
Yeah.
then that's going to put stress.
Number one problem in the marriage, well, not number one problem, but the number one source of conflict is usually money. But we've been very blessed, and we're fortunate. We're able to meet our obligations.
Okay. And what advice would you give teenagers who are dating and thinking about getting married? No, not young adults in college, like teenagers, like 18, 17, around that age.
That you have to know yourself first.
You have to know yourself.
And be an individual before you can be married. So you don't get married because you need someone else to fulfill something that's missing in you. You have to be a complete person.
And I don't think you're a complete person at 17 or 18 years old.
Yeah.
So, it takes a lot more. Years ago, they did get married that young, and they stayed together and grew through it. I think today, with people going to college and, having careers and all, that they need to do the things to find themselves and determine who they are before they can commit themselves to somebody else.
So do you kind of believe in that saying, like, you're looking for your other half, or do you think you're a whole person, and then there's an extended part of you when you get married, or you find that somebody, you're complete
It's
God,
a
no.
sharing. It's I want to be with that person to work through things together. It's not a
I need.
I need
Yeah.
that person,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can operate on your own.
Mm-hmm. So you
But
can,
life is better when you're together.
yeah. But you're a whole person, whether you are married or whether you're not, whatever life you choose, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's two individuals coming together and just sharing their life.
And what advice would you give to a young married couple that is experiencing marital difficulties and thinking about divorce?
Stick with it. Don't give up. And, if you can't go through the difficult times and work them out, just put in some more time, put in some more effort. Don't run away and think that it's going to be better on the other side.
Talk to other people.
Yeah, talk to other people and talk
Don't
to
take
each
the
other.
easy way out.
Yeah,
Mhm.
talk to each other. Let each other know how you feel, and too many people throw it away.
They're looking for instant gratification. Marriage is not instant gratification.
Right.
It's a long-term commitment.
And Dad, you always say honesty is the most important part of the relationship. Do you still believe that?
Of course,
Yeah.
you have to be honest and open with each other,
No matter what?
no matter what.
Okay. That's good. Looking back through all your years of marriage and through engagement, would you have done anything differently if you could have, or do you think everything is the way it should be? You're where you're supposed to be in life.
I wouldn't have changed anything, and it wasn't easy. It was a difficult engagement period at times. It was a difficult marriage at times, but you go in committed, you work through it together, and those difficulties are what you draw your strength from. Makes us who we are now.
What about you, Dad?
You have to repeat the question.
Is there, looking back on your marriage and your engagement,
Would I change anything? I got
would-
it now.
would you change?
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything, no. I wouldn't change anything in my life ever. I've enjoyed everything, and you get through the difficult times. There's been a lot of great times, and we look forward to the future. And I don't think either one of us has any regrets at all, about anything we've done or anything we've been through. There's been tough moments, but
That's
we
life. Life
have
is
come
tough.
through every difficult time in our life together, side by side.
That's really great. Now, what would you say is the key to a happy marriage?
I think you have to be happy with yourself. I think happiness is an inside job. And, when you're happy with yourself, I think you can be happy with your spouse too.
Mom, what would you say is the key? Do you agree, or do you think something maybe a little different? That being a happy individual is important, but maybe not as important as something else?
Being a happy individual is important, and recognizing also that the other person needs to be happy too. So if you derive yours from someone else's misery, that's no good. It has
No.
to be a...
But no.
And you have to have a sense of commitment. You must be committed. It's not something I'll try to get married, and if it doesn't work out, I'll get divorced. It's I'm married, I'm sticking in.
Yeah, through thick and thin.
Okay. And finally, do you think a couple should live together before deciding to get married? Why or why not?
I do not think so.
No, I don't think so either. We did not live together.
We lived in different
You lived in
states.
different states.